Happy Thursday, everyone. Thank you guys once again for tuning back in. It really does mean a lot to my brother and I for the support. And yeah, let's get right into another recap here on this Thursday. So today was one of those days that the NASDAQ was very, very clear in direction, right? For the most part today, anywhere you would have thrown money into TQs, you could have made money off of it. Even as the market continued to look like it was overbought, right? It kept pushing up near the top VWAP and uptrending. It kept continuously, though, validating this uptrending pattern for higher highs and higher lows. So today was a great day if you wanted to be bullish on the day. And I just want to go ahead and talk to you guys about how my day went. So if you guys saw from the thumbnail, I was up on the day, and it's because I was up $65 on TQs and I was down $28 on SQ. So what that means is I made the majority of my money thinking that the market was going to push up, right? That's why I was more invested in TQQQ, and the money I lost on SQQQ means that I was basically wrong thinking that the market was going to start to drop. So I'm going to go ahead and cover my trades for you, but I had around 100 filled orders today, a little bit more on the heavier side, but I just want to go ahead and walk through you guys with my trades. So you guys will notice the first half of my trades, I'd say in the morning, I was focusing on SQQQ, and I'll show you guys why in a sec, but I did, as you see, take a lot of trades on SQs until I ultimately decided to go with the flow and trade TQs, right? The second half, right? That's the majority of my filled orders. That's what they were. And I just want to go ahead and talk to you guys about what I was seeing that made me want to get into TQQQ after I initially tried getting into SQQQ. So right around here was when the market opened up, right? And immediately we ended up getting this basically sell off to the bottom VWAP, right? That's what ended up happening. Going into the pre-market, the NASDAQ was finding a little resistance around here with this SMA line. And ultimately, when the market opened up, it did have a drop to the bottom VWAP. But as we ended up seeing, like we do see a lot with the NASDAQ, when the market opened up and it chose a direction, there does tend to be a lot of days of sudden shift of direction, just because there's a lot more people coming into the market right when it opens up at 6:30, and we can quickly get a sudden shift of direction that a lot of people may not see coming, right? Because the market initially started to drop pretty aggressively, only to find this big support here. So I want to do my part in going with SQQQ because I saw the market start to push up, and it did have a previous resistance right around this area, right? And I was being aware of that. So when the market pushed up to around these levels, I wanted to try taking a trade on SQQQ. And if I zoom out for it, it'll make a little more sense as to why. Because the past 2 days leading up to this, right, the market finally, after rallying a lot, started to consolidate. And on top of that, it started to almost sell off a bit, right? It no longer was forming higher highs and higher lows. And instead, it looked like it wanted to start curling back down again. And that's what I was looking out for basically on the day, a move for SQQQ. So I decided to buy into SQQQ, and as it started to fall, I'd average into it. And ultimately, the trade did start going my way, unfortunately, until it found a support right around this area where it always has, right? A lot of times before, and it was able to bounce. So I ended up taking a loss on SQQQ, and I was just being patient, right? I saw the market really bounce. And once it broke this resistance area, I just really wanted to see if the market wanted to keep its uptrending pattern and consistently try to validate this EMA line here as a support. And that's what it ended up doing. So I didn't want to rush into another trade on SQQQ here because I don't want to be so one-sided, right? I want to be real with myself and acknowledge the fact that NQ can definitely keep rallying again. Just because it rallied a lot the past week, let's say, and finally started to fizzle out a bit, doesn't mean at all it has to keep falling. It ended up finding another support area around there and ended up rallying. And if you'll notice, it's the days where the NASDAQ really wants to trend above this blue EMA line here and basically use it as a support. It's refusing to kind of trend below it and break this uptrending pattern. Those are the days where you really want to put basically a lot of your chips onto whatever you're trading. Let's say in my case TQQQ, right? And basically just going heavier is what I mean. when direction is very clear on days like today, there is no reason why you can't be up a pretty decent amount. And today was a day I kind of look at as a failure for myself, because even though I was green, there was a lot of margin I could have made money on, and unfortunately I missed out on. So when I saw the market continuously, like I said, want to keep uptrending, I know it was finding some resistance around here, but if you'll notice, it kept wanting to push up, and once it broke this high, it really just kept looking good to keep uptrending. And that's why I decided to switch from SQQQ over to TQQQ, because the market was not showing signs that it did want to slow down. It was still showing signs that it wanted to grow, right, for TQQQ. And I just wanted to do my part in going with direction on a day. I never want to be that guy that tries to predict the bottom, especially on a day like today where direction is so one-sided. And we did end up getting a nice sell-off here, but ultimately you could have basically thrown in money, like I said, in TQQQ any part today and have profited. So great day for the bulls. I hope you guys were able to capitalize on it. And my brother and I, if you guys will notice, right here for Tesla, we have a plan on it, and it's just our plan again, right? We never recommend you guys just our opinion and stuff like that, but we just want to share with you guys what we're trading. And Tesla has obviously been killing it recently, and my brother and I find a lot of value in the stock Tesla, and it has crossed the $200 mark, right? Let's just look at how it's been doing, let's say the past 10 days, right? Really just killing it, absolutely killing it. It was trading at around 167. This is the past 10 days, right? And right now it's at around 210. So my brother and I just loaded up on Tesla. We're in with about $10,000 worth right now, and we're willing to hold Tesla for a pullback, right? We're not fooling it in yet right now. We like the price point around $200, and it is continuously showing signs of an uptrend, so we would absolutely hate to miss out if it were to continuously keep rallying and recovering, which is why we averaged up. But we're more than fine and willing for Tesla to pull on back down, and we do plan on averaging up again, hopefully for a lower average price, right? For a nice little discount once Tesla takes a steep little drop. So that's what we have going for Tesla. We just decided to average up today because we thought it's really been showing signs of growth, and we would hate to miss out if it ends up hitting, like 250, 300. But that's why we averaged up. But like I just said again, we're more than willing for this thing to pull on back. We're not in fully invested, and yeah, we're just gonna try and keep it pleasant. So that's our trading plan for that. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you learned something. Make sure to leave a comment down below if you have any questions or anything like that. I'd love to answer it, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow for another recap. Take care.